Amish Matchmakers with my beautiful bride and queen Chantel. So we help Amish singles find godly spouses, create epic marriages through marriage mastery, and then develop legacy that is rooted and founded in freedom, faith, and above all, love. Where to find love? Before we get into that, you ready to get into it?
Just go.
Just go. Okay, we're just going to go into it about love. Where to find love? It's one of those questions. I said our number one recommended place that we send people to is Single to Married on school.com. It's a great place to find love, and many of our clients have found love there, or even taking their girlfriend or boyfriend or their to that group and started practicing working together on the skills of 3 C's of intimacy: connection, confidence, communication, and commitment. And the mindset that it takes to get engaged, the mindset that it takes to get married and then have a successful marriage is very important. But I did want to talk to Chantel a little bit about, what does it look like? What other places do you recommend? One of the things I got into was the mindset first and foremost. What does the mindset look like for a person? Because we find these wallflowers, right? These men and women, even when you talk to both, you're here, but even talking to men from a woman's perspective about what does it look like to have a man like standing off in the corner, just watching people creeping a little bit, and not getting to know people, not walking around, smiling, talking, connecting, but just kind of standing off. You know what I mean? Like in different social settings and scenarios, whether it's at a bar, whether it's at an event for church, maybe a potluck for church, maybe it's a singles event. You know what I mean? Like these guys are like living in this strange world, delusional world that, hey, I can just sit back and she'll come to me. I had someone say that to me. Well, women just come to me. It's like, okay, all right. That's one perspective. But again, we're dealing with understanding the equality of women. One guy was even, I know I'm talking about a lot, but I just want to get things kind of rolling. One guy was even talking this morning about multiple wives and
Okay.
I know
You're
exactly.
taking a whole different direction.
I agree. But the whole point of coming back to is like, how do we find, how does a man find a woman? Where does he go? Where does he go to find a woman? First, where? Where should he go? What are some of your recommendations? And where does he start? Like, I've had a lot of men say, where do I get started? Like, I'm just frustrated. I don't even know where to start.
Well, I think you got to start with exercising the muscle of courage. And that starts with you at home in the mirror. It starts with your identity, because the truth is, anywhere you go, you can be. I'm here.
Closer. Better.
Okay. Anywhere you go, you can be smiling. You can be complimenting. You can be engaging in conversation. You can be in the grocery store. You can be at the gas station. It doesn't matter where you go. You have to just be in front of people. But your smile, and when your chest is up, you're making eye contact. All of those things matter. So it really doesn't matter where you are. It's how you are.
Super good.
You know what I mean?
Keep going. Yes.
Because you can talk about being at in a group like Single to Married. Similarly, right? Like, just because you're online doesn't mean you're engaging. Just because you're online doesn't mean you're proactive in that. You have to make a move in some form. You have to engage in conversation. You have to ask somebody to practice, the tools that you're learning. You have to, look like you're interested. When the so-called wallflower is standing aside, creeping, like, that's the energy you're giving off. And maybe it's because of your insecurity, but it comes across creepy. It's received as creepy. because there's no eye contact. That's like a shifty thing, you know what I mean? If people are not making eye contact, sometimes it's cultural, but you're not in a culture that doesn't make eye contact. You're in the English world. It's time to make some eye contact and let people know that you're safe. You're a peaceful being that wants to engage in conversation, right? Is these social cues that have somehow been lost, you know, in the world of your cell phone, and you're just looking down all the time. And you know, I mean, that world is so it's so disengaging. So I think anywhere you're at, a contact and a smile is your first move. If you're insecure, too insecure to do that, practice in the mirror. Practice in the mirror.
So good. Such a good point. And I agree 100%, Chantel. Like, it is vital to be friendly. If you want to have a friend to start with, you got to be friendly. You got to be willing to take initiative, reach out, talk to someone. You know, I even think of examples even in the store and
Or a restaurant, you know,
like
your server. I mean, it's practicing having that courage and practicing engaging into conversation.
100%. So what are some icebreakers you would recommend for men? What works and what's like greasy or sleazy and corny? I mean, right, let's talk about some of the don'ts and let's talk about some of the do's, because some of the guys think they're just cool. Like, hey, I'm so cool, the girls want to pursue me. It's like,
yeah, but how are you cool?
So what are some of the don'ts?
If you're cheesy, you're not cool.
I mean, let's just go here. Let's just ask this question real quick. Is it even?
Just put it where we both
can. No. It's mainly you. I'm just gonna sneak in here. Is it cool and is it okay even for a man to admit that he's nervous about talking to a woman? Like I'm trying to break through. I'm trying to work on. Like if I'm going up to a woman, I say, hey, you know, took me a lot of courage just to come talk to you. So I'm trying to do this thing, right? Because you're trying to be more outgoing and admitting that you're like, I'm struggling with this a little bit. Even that, you know, not knowing what to say, but
I wouldn't say that first right off the bat.
But I'm just saying, like, if a man is struggling, isn't it even just saying that, admitting that, disarms?
Yeah,
like makes a woman be willing to be like, well, I'll help you out with that. This is cool. Like, look at you, good job, right? Unless they're just heartless. Like there are some heartless beeps out there, women that are just rude and inconsiderate, that like hate men. But the reality is a good average woman, you go up to her and you're like, man, you know, you're not feeling confident, because we deal with a lot of, I mean, that's what we're dealing with here is men that don't.
I mean, I wouldn't lead with that. That's what I'm saying. I would say hi.
That's what I'm saying. How?
Just say hi. How's it going? And then if you're feeling nervous, then it's okay to express that. Yes, I agree that disarms it, but don't lead with that.
Well, I'm just saying, a guy that, look, is it okay for a man that's like the stuttering, doesn't know what to say, doesn't know how to say it, just to be like, man, because let's be real, freaking men, some of our men have never even had a conversation with another woman. So that's real. Like maybe their sister or their mom, maybe some people in church, but like to go up to a perfect stranger at an event or at a meeting or even in a restaurant, or, you know, again, he sees maybe the woman doesn't have a ring on. So it's like, he can't even hardly figure out how to hi, right? I mean, let's be real about real scenarios of what happens to men. They just freaking get stuck and they're afraid of how she's going to respond.
So get out hi, how are you going to get out that I'm nervous? What I'm saying is start with a hi. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get across to you is that a woman is not heartless. Men think they're going to be chewed up, spit out, and thrown out like the door just for saying hi.
Right.
Or even, I'm just saying, like, admitting that you are struggling to talk to someone, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. If that's all you got, it's all you got to start with, because you got to start flexing that muscle. That's what I'm getting at, is I see it. I talk to these men. I'm
Well,
trying to
you have this
convince
on
them.
me, and you're the one talking.
Yeah,
It
but
makes no sense.
it does make sense because you're more beautiful.
Oh, stop.
They look at me all morning for an hour this morning. But the reality is, it's like it's a true struggle for men just to break the ice. Even how do I even break the ice? And they're going to reject me, and they've got all these beliefs in their head. So I know we deal with belief first. And I love your idea about the mirror thing. So what do they say in the mirror? Give them some
Can
things.
you just leave it to where we're both here and leave it at that? Ah, on my nerves. So I would say in the mirror, just practice your
Talk to 'em.
hello.
Talk to him.
Oh,
Come on, talk to him.
okay. I'm so irritated right now. You need to stop.
Maybe I can get a spanking.
In the mirror, practice your hello, practice your eye contact, practice your engaging into conversation. Not that you're with yourself, but that you're actually in a conversation. How's it going? Do you live around here? Maybe not that you live around here. It depends on the context. But there are questions that you ask. So
I think again, like what you're saying, the mirror thing is super powerful as it's truly underrated and underutilized. Look in the mirror, just practice. Hey, how are you? Hey, nice to meet you. Practice reaching out your hand. Hey, I'm Carlos. Hey,
There you
I'm
go.
Carlos.
See?
How are you? What's your name? How are you? What's your name? It sounds redundant and crazy, but again, you've got to just make it into a muscle, a smile.
One thing
Walking out.
one thing about, when you're asking somebody's name that I have found to be really helpful is to ask them how to spell it. How do you spell your name? That helps you remember their name better, right?
Right. So
I can't even.
yeah, she's like, no, I'm not doing it today. All right. I'm just having fun with her. Bantering, teasing
He
her.
likes it when I'm irritated.
That's
the
right.
problem.
Oh, it turns me on just being real right now for all you married couples out there. Shout out. Woo, woo. Epic marriages, hot, sexy marriages. All right. So, men that are single. Now, let's talk about. So, again, seriously, there's so many phrases. Practicing in the mirror, though, and making eye contact and smiling, practicing that is very, very important. And even speaking to yourself about who you are, the the man that you are, to help you believe I've got what it takes. I'm enough. I am powerful. Like we do GW.
Do all things.
That's right. It's one of my famous ones. Speaking the word of truth, the Bible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Do you know how many times I've done that in the mirror? Probably thousands over the years because I do and I have lacked confidence. It's real, man. I'm just like you, but I've created little strategies and skills to help me get over myself and to do it anyways. Seriously. So,
It's a mindset, it's really a mindset.
all right.
It's taking a deep breath, inhaling, chest high. Your posture matters too, right?
Good.
So when have a posture of insecurity, we're gonna shrink back, we're gonna get low, we're gonna hide. But if we are conscious and it's your mindset and you're choosing to present well, you're choosing to take a deep breath, put your chest up and stand, firm, like Carlos said, in your identity, that's going to come across better. And again, your smile matters. Your smile and your eye contact. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah. It shows a lot of confidence and courage if you can make eye contact and smile. That's like step one, right? Being able to walk into a room and have a smile and look at people. Hi. Hi. Yeah, be friendly. It's amazing. So now what about men that are engaged. I want to get some nuggets from you about men that are not engaged, maybe even dating. They're not engaged yet, or maybe they're living with a woman and they haven't leveled up in commitment by giving her a ring. Why is that important? What is that? What is that message to a woman about the man?
Well, I mean, obviously, there's not a black and white thing here. There's so much gray area, but the reality is that, once you've gotten to the point of, talking about marriage, and if you're procrastinating, it's, it reveals your lack of confidence, and it reveals, some deeper issues. So, I think it's important that, but I would say this, like, you shit or get off the pot, right? Like, it's kind of one of those things. It's like if we're not ready to commit, why are we wasting our time? Right? It's these elongated, dragging on relationships that, they just can't figure it out. Well, one thing, that's where, the framework that we've created for that has been super successful, right? When you've met somebody and you're entering into a deep relationship because you've become friends, you've gotten to know them on levels that are so far more than surface. You're entering into the deeper connection. You're hearing each other's hearts. You're accessing the dreams, the mission, the vision of your life, your purpose, and they are aligning. Right? We have a framework that brings that all into perspective and together, where, there really is no question. So, once that happens, commit, just go it, commit it, and, go for it. Outside of that, you're wasting your time. It's unnecessary. You know what I mean? If there's not a heart connection, alignment with your mission and your vision here on this planet, that you can, it doesn't matter, how alike you are or what you do. If what you do is similar, it doesn't matter. It's that heart connection, and is the deeper mission that you have here on earth to really connect and live out together, something that you are aligned with, then you've got it. You can figure it out. All the rest falls into place. That key factor is so important. So then I said, should I get off the pot?
Yeah, it is an interesting thing. And I would say we're going to close out with this. We're going to close out with this because we got to get on the road and head to the office. I believe women are very powerful. And I believe that the lack of commitment on men's part is probably because they have their cake and they can eat it too. You're giving him everything he wants. You're living with him. You're sleeping with him. And you wonder why he's not committing to deeper levels with you. You try to stop sleeping with him and then say, well, when you put a ring on it, we can live together again, or we can sleep together again. It'll be amazing how quickly the man will be committed. Like, I'm serious. You're living as a married couple anyway. So it's like,
go find someone else and then you have your answer.
That's
saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's
real.
But the point is like, men, we need to take initiative. We need to pursue. And part of that pursuit is to continue to pursue higher levels of relationship, even after you're married. That's how it becomes epic. And that's where mastery comes in. It's a constant pursuit of our wives. That's all I got. We got to get going.
Yep.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for giving a woman's perspective. It's fun. Thanks for being feisty. Love you. Have a great day. We are the Amish Matchmakers.
It's not always peaches and roses, y'all, but it is epic.
It is. All right. We help Amish singles to get married, engaged, married, and then have epic marriages and create legacies that are founded in freedom, faith, and above all else, love. Go find love today. God bless you.